Hello and welcome to today's YouTube video where we would be learning what business owners need to know about types of companies in Nigeria. So if you're a business owner, you already know, you've heard of the term company, but there are some other things you need to know, the types of companies. This is what we are focusing on in today's video. Welcome to my channel. I'm TOSIN to, real estate and business lawyer. Now make sure you stay till the end because every part of this video contains information that every business owner needs to know about. So let's get started. The first is that a company is a legal entity and it is set up or incorporated to do business. So that falls into two parts. It's a legal entity, and a legal entity means like a natural person, an artificial person. So the rights that a human being has, a company also has. It is only different because it's an artificial person. All right, and it is set up to do business. It is not a charity organization. It is set up to make money. All right, now a company, because it's a legal entity, is separate from its owners, which is why its owners in this sense are the shareholders. You could loosely call the shareholders the owners, but it is separate from them, which is why when you have a contract, for instance, and it involves a company and a person, you have the name of that person, then you have the name of the company. You don't have the names of the shareholders on that contract, all right, because the company on its own can enter contracts in its name. All right, so these are very distinct features of a company which every business owner must know. Now in Nigeria, a company can be incorporated by one person or more than one person, and there are different types of companies. Now for every company that is incorporated in Nigeria, they are incorporated by the Corporate Affairs Commission. Now we have a law called the Company and Allied Matters Act. Now that act regulates everything that relates to companies in Nigeria, and in that act there was created this commission called the Corporate Affairs Commission, and is loosely known as CAC, very popular in Nigeria. That body is responsible for incorporating companies. When you incorporate company, meaning you are forming the company, it's like when you mix things together and you have something totally different coming out. All right, let me give you an example that you can relate with. You grab some raw rice, you have your tomato stew, you have your onions, you have your seasoning, you have your vegetable oil. All right, what are we incorporating here? We are incorporating jollof rice. You get my point now. So it's the same thing when you incorporate a company. You have different people who are the shareholders, and they are coming together and incorporating this company that is totally different from them. Now there are different types of company, just like I rightly said at the beginning of this video, and based on liability we would be looking at the different types of company. The first would be company limited by shares. What does this mean? It means the shareholders who have shares in a company limited by shares have their liability limited. So if the company is owing or has any liability, has anything it has to, any responsibility it has to do, maybe it's owing debts, if a shareholder has already paid for the shares, they won't be liable. So their liability, the shareholder's liability, would be limited to shares that they have not paid for. Do you understand my point? That is what we mean by that. Now the second will be companies limited by guarantee. In this case, the shareholders would guarantee in writing that if anything goes wrong and there are liabilities in this company, we will help to offset those liabilities to the extent of these amounts. All right, so that is what is meant by a company limited by guarantee. And then we have the unlimited liability companies, and this share a feature with a business name where the liability of the shareholders is unlimited. So if the company is owing, the personal assets of the shareholders can be legally used to offset the debts of that company. I hope you understand my point. Now, all these three companies, either of them can either be a public or a private company. Now, we are rounding up today's video talking about different types of companies in Nigeria, and I'll be sharing a lot more in subsequent videos. If you have any questions, do well to type them below and I'll be glad to answer them. Till I come your way again, do have a fantastic day. Thank you.